Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. Today we're going over the new gear set Virtuoso that's getting added to the game with TU22 and Seasons 2.0. We're testing it out on the phase 2 of the PTS right now, and I gotta say, it is a nice gear set, especially towards the rifles, as the rifles have been changed to automatic. And this is quite wild. The combination between this gear set and an automatic rifle changing into a full assault kit, it's so incredible. You're changing your rifle into an assault rifle, and this gear set comes in clutch. And of course, what does this gear set do for us? Two pieces will give us 15% weapon handling and 15% magazine size. The three pieces will give us 15% weapon damage. And then it all comes down to the four pieces with the talent Symphony. And this is quite a read, but it sounds more difficult than it is. Symphony. Killing an enemy further than 25 meter will provide you 40% weapon damage to shotguns, SMGs and pistols, 20% damage to ARs and LMGs, and 25% bonus armor for 15 seconds. So this gives you some survivability and a damage buff to shotguns, SMGs, pistols, ARs and LMGs. Then for the second part, and why I'm using this gear set, is killing an enemy within 25 meters will provide 40% weapon damage to MMRs and rifles, 20% weapon damage to ARs and LMGs, and 30% headshot damage for 15 seconds. And I'm solely doing it for that 40% weapon damage for MMRs and rifles. As I explained in the intro, we have automatic rifles right now, and I chose to go for the USC 45. You can also go for the ACR SS, but on the PTS I can't craft it and I don't have it in my inventory, so I went for the USC 45, but the ACR SS might be a better way to go. But it's overall just showing you that this has 420 RPM and we can just hold the trigger down and beam everybody down. It's so much fun in combination with this gear set. And then we have a third part of this talent that reads: intermittently killing enemies from both ranges will build up stacks. At 4 stacks, all bonuses are multiplied by 2 and triggered at the same time for 15 seconds. No stacks are acquired while these bonuses are active. So we can take people out in different ranges and it will double our weapon damage. It doesn't sound great, but overall you are fighting a lot of enemies in different ranges. 25 meters isn't that far away, so you're stacking this more than you think, but it won't happen all the time. As if you're playing with a rifle, you want to focus on taking an enemy down within 20 meters to activate that 40% weapon damage. If you take somebody out again, this stack will refresh. So don't worry, you can keep this 40% weapon damage up. And then if you then switch over to somebody that's further away than 25 meters, you will start stacking. You need to jump over from close to 25 meters to further, and then you can double your weapon damage. Overall, you're encountering this more than you would think, and you're not really needing to jump out of certain ranges or jump into certain ranges to get this stack going. Overall, running around and taking out enemies, you will do that in a lot of different distances, so it happens more than you think. And then of course the gear sets always have a backpack talent and a chest talent. For the chest talent we have Fortissimo, that doubles the weapon damage of Symphony. Symphony is the 4th piece talent that you will activate. And for the backpack talent we have Accelerando, decrease the numbers of stacks needed to proc the Symphony double buffs from 4 to 3. And these sound pretty good, but overall I have been noticing that this setup is a little bit better with then Vigilance on the backpack and even with Obliterate, as of course we are auto firing with our rifle right now. So again, this is a great addition to the game, especially in combination with those automatic rifles. You can of course use it as well with different weapons, but overall I found the combination with the automatic rifle and then this new Virtuoso gear set quite enjoying. So how does this overall perform? In game, I already explained to you a little bit that the ranges aren't that big of a problem, but the damages are. If we're gonna compare this rifle build with the gear set to a high-end setup without any exotics on there, just using the same gun, we're almost hitting the same damages at max stacks of the gear set. And it gets close together, and I'm not saying that gear sets always should be more powerful, but we have to work for this damage, where on a high-end build we will instantly have it when we of course have our obliterate procced, but that's the same with the gear set build. So overall, I would love to see a little buff in the damage for the gear set. I'm already having a lot of fun. I'm not asking for a bigger buff, but for the work that you have to do, I would love to see it a little bit more rewarding, what it doesn't really feel like. It is a fun gear set. It comes close to the high end, but overall the high end setup will beam out the same damage all the time that gets close. So I would love to see it a little bit increased in that damage. Overall, I think it is a great set. Again, great combination with the automatic rifles that will be added to the game as well. And of course, what are your opinions about this? Did you have the chance to play this on the PTS as well? And or does it sound appealing to you? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinion, but that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated by the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.